Hi, I'm JK. I'm a housewife in England. This is my interpretation of Valmeeki's Ramayan in English. It's aimed at children aged 11 years plus and covers the complete story of the Ramayan, from Ram's birth to his death. I'm currently approaching publishers to consider my work, and I'm using YouTube to get some feedback from a wider audience. I've uploaded the first chapter in several parts. Each part is accompanied by images I've taken off the internet. I have no plans for using them in my book, and I've tried not to use any that are copy protected. If I've done so, please let me know and I'll remove them immediately. My book is titled A Son, a Prince, a Husband, a King, Ramayan and Interpretation. The Ramayan is one of the holiest texts in the Hindu religion and closely linked with Hindu celebrations, the most significant being Diwali, otherwise known as the Festival of Lights. I hope you enjoy my book. Thank you. Chapter 1, Balkand, A Prayer to Hanumanji. Upon the air, carried by the wind, a humble prayer I send, to ask you, Hanumanji, to accompany me, dear friend. I have opened a door before me, leading back through time and space. Guide me through the Ramayan, take me to that divine place. Jai Hanumanji, without you the Ramayan cannot begin. Without you it does not reach its end. Chapter 1, Balkand, Part 1, A Cry for Help. If you listen very carefully, listen with your soul, you will hear a melody, a song centuries old, a song of many voices, of every living thing, reaching out to God, telling him everything. It is here this story begins, when the rhythm changed its beat. No longer light and happy, it became sorrowful and deep. There came a cry of help, a voice of sadness and despair. Alone at first, but then it grew and came from everywhere. The melody became jagged, bejeweled with helpless tears, voices from every walk of life full of anguish, frustration and fears. The old were being abandoned, without gratitude or respect. Children left unloved, no understanding or love left. Wealth and arms became all powerful. Those that had neither had to obey. Right and wrong no longer mattered. With blood or money you could pay. People took pleasure in tormenting others. Forgotten was courtesy and respect. There were no mothers or wives. Of sisters and daughters the world bereft. It became right to take from the weak, right to silence the wise. For justice and truth no one was prepared to fight, and the perpetrators defy. To wealth people became addicted. It led to control and power. Forgotten was charity and decency. The world grew darker by the hour. All this discord and hate emanated from one source. Raavan, king of the Asuras, led all down this woeful course. Divine, but corrupt with power, there was nothing he would not do. Raavan had become intolerable, and untouchable he had proved. Through austere penance and prayer, great powers he had attained. Accompanied by mighty warriors, he fought and great realms claimed. Insatiable his appetite for power, each victory fueled his desire for war. His arrogance knew no limits, nothing stood in his path for more. With each step he brought fear and disbelief, as no mercy did he show. The cruelty and wickedness of his followers by all came to be known. Wherever he travelled, he left in his wake a trail of destruction and pain. All lived in terror of the Asuras. All trembled on hearing Raavan's name. And so the cries for help grew. It is time for you to come. Time to restore the balance of good, undo the damage that has been done. Show us how to live again with our brothers and sisters happily. Show us how to live in contentment, restore order and harmony. Came the reply, our love for you is absolute. It is time for us to come. The darkness that surrounds will be dissolved. All the evil will be undone. Prepare for our arrival. Listen and learn all we say and do. We will restore love and order and leave a beautiful legacy for you. In his ashram sat sage Valmeeki, deep in meditation and prayer. The sadness of the people he felt, of their troubles he was aware. Is there none to bring hope and salvation and halt the world's demise? Is there none to restore order and answer these desperate cries? Narayan, called Nadmuni, as before Valmeeki he appeared, a celestial devotee of Vishnu who chanted his name far and near. There is one who will come, he said. With him a new age will dawn. He will destroy Raavan's evil, and goodness will be reborn. You filled my heart with such hope. I beg you, do not stop there. Tell me all of this hero. I beg you, no details spare. See for yourself, said Nadmuni. Watch his life unfold. In verse, record his glory, for all to learn and know. Valmeeki glowed with divine sight. He closed his eyes to see. Before him the darkness dissolved to reveal a marvelous city. He wrote as he foresaw the future. Poetry flowed from his pen. And so began the wondrous epic, the beginning of the Ramayan.